They can see us now?
Yes, they can see us now. But can they hear us?
Then
Can the
have
people
to
hear
tell
us? Yes, you should be able to hear us.
This is you guys.
Can you hear us?
So you know.
Yeah. What?
I'm telling them, this is you guys.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is your live chat.
Yeah.
So that I can talk
It's
to
y'all.
you.
Hi.
You can see and hear you.
Yes, this is so exciting.
This has been so fun. Last night was fun.
Yes.
Yes.
So
we should post
this
that
has
video.
been so
I swear to God.
which one?
The Panic at the Disco.
Yeah. So, I don't know if y'all know who this wonderful person is. You might never have heard of. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, this is Unholy Sarah from the YouTube channel Unholy Sarah.
Hi.
Yeah, she's great, and my wonderful fiance Nathan, aka Paraskeptic, is that the username you use for stuff mostly?
Usually, yeah.
Okay. As a birthday present to me, because my 21st was on the 4th, which was 6 days ago, he paid to fly Sarah out here all the way from where she's from, all the way to where I am. Yes, I know. The state is general enough but I didn't want to accidentally dox you if you didn't want people to know what state you're from.
Idaho's fine. Just don't tell them, my town.
Yeah, flown all the way from, I don't even remember the name of your town, all the way from Idaho to Ohio. And it's been good fun.
It has been so fun.
She landed last night.
I have to leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's been really fun.
Yeah.
We've had like a month's worth of fun.
We kind of have. When Nathan did not go with us to pick her up because he was doing work stuff, unfortunately.
Lame.
But yeah. But one of my friends ended up picking, I don't drive, so I had to have a friend drive me to pick up Sarah, and then all three of us went back. But because there is a halfway between the Detroit airport and the town where I live is a little city you may have heard of called Toledo.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of Toledo?
Yeah, it's the only place in Ohio I've been before this week, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah. They call it Holy Toledo, but we made it unholy that night. Oh, yeah. We stopped at a gay bar, and we did some karaoke and had some drinks, and it was a blast. We really did pretty much have like a month's worth of fun in a single evening.
It was so fun.
It was so fun.
It was great.
It was awesome.
Belted
Thank
out.
you again. Yeah, and
Thank
Sarah
you.
is
again. I don't know. I better have thanked you. That'd be really rude if I didn't. Thank you again.
I feel like you did when we were messaging about it.
Probably. Yeah.
But basically, it was the bomb. Okay? It was the bomb.com, and thank you so much, honey. And now we are here together, and we're live streaming, and it's great. Yay. So
that's TLDR of why we're live streaming.
Yeah. We're here together. It's great. Here's Sarah.
Yay. I tweeted a few days ago asking what we should live stream about. Somebody replied yes. And then,
so everything?
Yeah. And that was about it. So yes.
Yeah. Okay. So here we are. What do y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, what do you want us to talk about?
Yeah. Frustrated Atheist asks, "What's a Toledo? Is that some kind of suppository?" As someone who grew up in Toledo, yes.
Anything's a suppository if you're brave enough.
That's disgusting.
That was the point.
That's disgusting. Although, also, since I'm 21 now, this is wine. It is.
This is the only time it's been wine.
But this is the only time I've ever drank on a live stream.
Yeah, every other alcoholic beverage which Xscope has had in the live stream has been non-alcoholic.
Yeah, up until this point, I have never, not once, had alcohol on a live stream. I am never almost always drunk during live streams. I'm definitely not almost always drunk, if not at least just kind of tipsy during live streams. That is not the case. But now, I have wine, for sure. Just so y'all know.
Talk about Unholy Sarah's Skull of Death on her shirt.
That's...
You know what?
I was actually going to say...
You bought this for me.
Did I?
Yeah, you sent me money and I bought
yeah. So before Halloween, Sarah was telling me how she wanted to get this angel costume, which if you haven't seen the video that she used that costume in, called Holy Clara?
Holy Clara.
Holy Clara?
It was Chris's idea.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should see that video. I bought her that costume because she was like, I'm not going to have enough money for the costume I want. And I was like, boom, PayPal. Get your costume.
And paid for me to get other Halloween stuff.
Yeah, and other Halloween stuff.
Also, in my Halloween videos, there was devil horns with a little bow tie and bat ears that were...
I didn't realize how much of your costume I funded, but I'm glad I did.
Yeah. And I got this and then the t-shirt with the kitty cat ears.
Good.
I'm good at making money stretch.
I'm glad that you
Thank
did
you for
that. I'm glad that... Because that kitty cat shirt is so cute.
It is. I love it so much.
I'm sorry you've been silent this whole time.
No, that's
We're
okay.
just like... Blah, 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 blah.
It's a live stream, so even if I don't say anything other than what I'm saying right now, I'm still just glad to be here.
Well, thank you, honey. Frustrated Atheist says, question. You should all just move to Texas. It's not a question. It's more of a demand.
They have better schools than the one I'm attending.
Probably. From what I've heard.
Idaho has horrible schools, even up to the college level.
Damn.
Not great.
We actually are planning on eventually moving to Texas.
You
so
are?
Yes.
Haven't I told you that?
If you did, I forgot.
Okay, that's fair.
We want every day to be a faithless forum.
Oh yeah, hold on a second. Let me just... Meredith just reminded me of something very important. Hold on. Yep. I don't know if you guys can read that. It says Nervardia. This is our stand-in Nervardia. That's it. I should have written that in bigger letters with a more... Hold on. Let me just rewrite that with high contrast.
We are going to have a live stream with Nervardia.
Do you want this one instead?
Yeah, whatever. That'll work.
But not while I'm still here.
Yeah.
It'll be to celebrate the last unholy bitch getting 1,000. So.
Yes. Which
she's taken the last one has taken so long. It's inconvenienced the other two so much. She should be ashamed of herself.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Me.
It's not an inconvenience. It's just that people don't appreciate your genius.
My genius?
Not enough people recognize your genius.
Genius. Okay.
Yeah, and there's Nervardia. Thank you, Nathan.
Now you have to talk in an Australian accent.
No, please don't do that. Please don't do that.
That'd be like if we're talking to Andy Fellows and start faking a British accent. I think we piss him off pretty bad.
Yeah,
where's Andy in the chat? Where's
no
Andy?
kidding.
I'll get him.
Yeah, I'm gonna virtually go grab his ass and drag him over here. Virtually.
You're gonna grab his ass? That's sexual harassment.
Virtually. For all you know, I have that kind of relationship with Andy.
That's fair. That's fair.
I won't do an atrocious Australian accent, but I will go out later and change my Minecraft language to Australian English.
That's pretty close. That's pretty much the same.
That's pretty much the same, yeah. Critical Cripple wants to know, how much has she had to drink? I'm assuming we're talking about me.
Was it like 2 or 3?
What? 2 or 3 what?
Drinks?
No.
Of wine?
That
is at least your second.
It is my second, but I had the other one much earlier in the day.
That's true.
It was much earlier.
That's true. I'm making it sound worse than it is.
And it was nasty. It was, somebody bought me a bottle of red wine for my birthday. What? What?
I'm kidding.
What?
6 drinks.
No, it's 2. It's 2. It's
How many
2.
did you have last night?
8.
8?
I had 8 drinks last night. But that was also over the course of several hours. Although the last 4 were within 1 hour. But the other 4 were much more spread out, and I wasn't driving.
That's true.
So,
and you still killed it at karaoke.
And I still killed it at karaoke, which Sarah might be posting on her channel later. So
I butchered karaoke.
If you're not subscribed to Unholy Sarah, but you want to hear some ridiculous karaoke from us, you should subscribe.
Or follow me on Twitter. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put it on. I'm probably going to
Please
put it
just
on
upload it as a video on YouTube. It'll be way funnier.
Twitter. Okay, I will upload it to my channel.
So that anybody
I'll
can...
just premiere it.
Yes, please do.
I'm not going to premiere it.
It'll be... Do it! Go all the way.
If I'm going to premiere it, it has to be at a time I can premiere it. So that's going to have to be like fucking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, Nervardi, I wanted to remind you that you have to say color with a U now. To make sure you're saying it Australian.
Color with a
Is that
U.
Andy?
Yeah.
There, I said it.
Yeah. Oh, haha, no, yeah.
Andy can't show up right now.
How do you even
Oh,
pronounce
okay.
it? Color.
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 Sounds like a bad perfume brand.
Mm.
I'm bad with anything to do with color, as I'm color blind.
Are you really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's Connor?
Hey.
Oh my god, so
Hi,
is
Connor.
my other friend's boyfriend. This is weird. Why are all y'all males colorblind?
It's actually significantly more common in people with penises.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's like, I don't remember the exact numbers, but it's like 1 in like tens of thousands or whatever for people like us, and then it's like 1 in like 20 or something for people like him.
Oh, Atheist News did point out you do need to pronounce schedule as schedule.
Oh my god, that's
schedule.
so annoying. I'm sorry, that's an accent thing. But that's like the worst
Andy,
thing about
I'm
accents.
sorry that you can't stay long, but thank you for dropping in.
Hi, Andy.
Oh. So, what? Oh, I forgot to mention our plans for tomorrow. And you don't know
Yes.
about this because you just got home.
Connor's watching. He's gonna be. I'm
Ooh.
actually not sure how he's
Why
gonna
isn't
feel about
Connor in
this.
the live chat?
Because he's watching on his phone and also playing video games.
Boo you, Connor. You hear me.
Besides,
Boo you.
You wouldn't know if he was in the live chat because it's his first and last name is his username, and
So I'm just going to look for a normal name. Everybody else is using usernames. Well, except
Connor,
for Julie.
please don't post in the live chat. It always blocks the weirdest things. Oh, tell him. Sorry.
Tomorrow, we are planning on going to get matching tattoos. That is our plan tomorrow. And it's going to be a little minimalist tattoo.
Yeah.
We're not going to go ham on
I'm
this.
thinking like the atheist symbol.
Yeah, just a little A in a circle. Do you want to come? No, wait, you don't want a tattoo. Never mind. Okay. But so not
Your
that.
body, your rules.
Yeah.
That's an important concept.
But we are going to get some, and we're thinking either wrist or ankle seems to be our general. It's either going to be on our wrist or our ankle. I don't know yet. We'll see. Not butt tattoos. No.
I misread that and I thought it said butt tacos and I was so confused.
It is not a butt taco. Butt tattoos.
Full dragon on the back. I actually have a back tattoo already. So I can't get a full dragon on my back. Sorry.
Just get it over your other.
I like this tattoo.
It'll be
though.
terrible. It's like playing two songs over each other, but you still
But
listen to
worse.
both of those songs.
Have you ever looked at pictures of like really bad cover-ups of tattoos? I've seen one that was like
Yes.
they just straight up put a black box over it.
That sounds
Ah.
painful.
That it
That
looked
does
horrible.
sound painful.
Just awful.
Yeah, so yeah, we're really not 100%
We could
sure where
get-
we're gonna put it.
A horrible Bible verse tattooed.
No, here's the
I don't actually want to do that.
here's the thing. I spent a lot of money last night. So we're getting a little tattoo. Okay, that's
I don't like
yeah.
word tattoos. Like for me,
Yeah,
like yours is cool.
I was trying to think of something profound I wanted written on my body, and I really wasn't gonna do it at all until I found something that I liked that was profound.
Yeah, show 'em.
What?
Show 'em.
Oh, yeah, yes.
I can't show 'em
I don't know if you can see. Like, you can't see it. Okay, there's no way to get this on there. It's right there.
Read it to
But honestly, the idea of getting a horrible Bible verse tattoo is kind of funny.
It's really funny.
Because anytime I run into apologists, I could be like, explain this.
It's really funny, but not something I actually want to do.
No, but some hardcore atheist out there just had a great idea. Just got a great idea.
Like, oh, what's the one about? Well,
I
there's
would
a few
get
about slave.
I would get the slave beating one.
Yeah,
That's my go-to.
I have a cute little like mini Bible on my desk,
Mm-hmm.
and I have that, and I have so many just awful verses highlighted. It's great. It's just the New Testament, but still, it's great.
Yeah, New Testament is more like boo Testament, because boo Jesus.
Oh, burn!
Get wrecked, Christianity. Okay, I'm sorry.
The Reek scriptures.
What?
The Reek scriptures.
The Reek scriptures, if you want to do the Jehovah's Witness version. Because it reeks. It sucks. Because they call it the Greek scriptures. Instead of the Old Testament and the New Testament, they call it the Hebrew scriptures and the Greek scriptures. Which, I don't really know why they make that distinction. I've actually never looked into it.
To be different.
Yeah, they really do just want to be different.
That's just like the Mormons. They do all sorts of shit, I think, just to be different.
It's what the Christian cults do best. It really is what they do best. They're just like,
No, you're good.
let's arbitrarily do this different from every
Magic
other
underwear.
Yeah. God damn.
Mormons
Fucking magic
party.
underwear.
Like, not individual Mormon. I mean, there are some individual Mormon choices.
Critical cripple, yes, those are the languages they were written in for the most part. That's obvious. That's why they chose those specific names. But really, my issue is more like, why change it at all? Why not just stick with, like, you know, why not just call it Old Testament and New Testament like literally everyone else does? Like, yeah. It's big dumb. In my humble opinion, it's big dumb. Big dumb.
Because you have to wash magic underwear. I imagine they wash them.
I don't know. Ask Jimmy.
It's
He would
magic.
know.
Yeah,
I thought that they
wash them.
always leave them on.
but they have more than one pair.
Well, I assume that
They take
Take
them
'em
off
off
to
to shower
shower
and stuff, yeah.
swim.
it's
Okay.
more of like anytime you would wear underwear, you have to wear the specific underwear.
Mm.
It's supposed to be like it was explained.
So
to
there's
me
no
that
Mormon
it's
lingerie.
supposed to- That is Mormon lingerie.
Oh.
It was explained to me that it's to keep you dressing modest. So like you have basically a t-shirt under your t-shirt
Yeah.
to make sure it doesn't like cut too low or anything. I actually
That's
have
awful.
the shirt I'm wearing in Holy Clara is one of those Mormon undershirts.
You're wearing Mormon underwear in that video?
It was my sister's, and it just ended up in my dresser.
Why did your sister have it?
Because she was Mormon.
I didn't know that.
Up until fairly recently, yeah. Her and her husband and my mom were all Mormon. And now they're just like looking for a regular Christian church because they're like,
I did not know that.
She converted when she was about 14, and my mom converted less than a year later. She converted. She still maintains that this is not the case. She converted for a boy. She really liked this guy, and he was Mormon, so she converted.
Yeah, I tried to do that as a Jehovah's Witness. I tried to convert people. I tried to convert the people that I was secretly dating. Like, I'd be like, "Oh, Mom, I'm going to take this boy with me to the meeting." No, he's just a friend. You know, yep, he's just a friend that I've talked about the Bible with. Why would he tolerate talking about the Bible with me? I don't know. Maybe it's because we make out and I let him touch my boobs. I don't know. You know, that might be a good reason, I feel like, to listen to someone talk about the Bible. Maybe. I think that, how many people did that kind of thing end up having with? I took this one guy I knew at school who I was not into, but I think he was into me. I brought him to a convention once. My ex-boyfriend who I dated before Nathan, I took him to the memorial, and then like my third or fourth boyfriend, maybe, I don't even remember. I took him to just a regular meeting, but he was a Seventh-day Adventist, so he wasn't even fazed by the whole cult thing. He was just like, that was pretty standard stuff to me, and I was like, this is standard stuff to you? And he was like, yeah, that meeting was not very interesting. Nothing interesting happened there. And I was like, dang, I thought I was going to change your life.
Just real quick, Atheist News says that you look different today, Narvadia.
Yeah. I also have a cold, so the voice.
Which also took away Narvadia's accent magically.
Yeah, that's weird.
How weird. But anyway, yeah, that's interesting about the
Yeah,
So,
that was
I
that was my way of like talking myself into like, well, if I convert them, then it'll be okay because then we can get married and have our happy little Christian life. That was my thinking on that.
By my Christian logic, I am married to, I almost want to say his name, but I really shouldn't, to the guy I lost my virginity to, the Mormon boy. Because in my mind, once you had sex with someone, you were married to them in God's eyes.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm cheating.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, like I guess we're some cheating biatches. Sorry.
I was going to say, though, I remember this one time. Do you remember? I can't remember if I told you this, but I said to someone that recently, I think it was you, that my mom used to work at Burger King and I would go to work with her all the time when I was little.
You did not tell me this.
So my mom used to work at Burger King and I would go to work with her all the time when I was little. I mean, like 8 to 12, especially over summer because no one would watch us. And I remember one time I was just like chilling at Burger King and this Seventh-day Adventist guy like just started preaching to me and we just talked for like an hour and a half and he was just gave me all his literature and stuff. Which at the time was just like whatever, but now I'm very, very against proselytizing to kids.
Yeah. That's fucking wild.
Some random kid you don't know. Let's just convert them. They're not vulnerable.
Yeah, now that I'm out, I will never understand the logic of like, you need to get him as early as possible. It's like
I understand it. I just think it's horrible.
No. Look at it this way. If your message relies on getting someone in as early as possible, preferably from birth, how good is your foundation?
If you need someone to be in a vulnerable state in any sense, you need to question why that is.
Right. If you have to train up your child in a specific way to get them to follow it for the rest of their life, as opposed to it just being like, well, this is clearly the truth, so, you know.
Mm-hmm. And especially if you think a child needs to be vulnerable and easy to manipulate, to be able to do anything you want to do with them, you really need to step back and evaluate that situation.
Yeah.
Because that's never a good thing.
Religious people be cray.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, everyone's crazy in their own way, but religious people are crazy in a religious way.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Nervardia, you're out of frame. You can just scooch in a little bit more.
Sorry. I'm trying not to invade Sarah's space.
Well, hold on. I'll scooch up and then Sarah can scooch up.
I will say, for most people, I have a bubble. But you two are good.
Aww. Connor be jealous. We've stolen her. It's over now.
I'll be back on Monday, Connor.
No, she won't. No, she won't. This situation is... It's over for you, Connor. Goodbye. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go. Let her go.
I was gonna get engaged to him and everything. Can I still do that? Oh.
No.
Do I?
I mean, you can be engaged.
Connor and I can't break up because I don't know who would get the cats. I know I would get the dog, but I don't know who would get Oliver and Salem.
I would, if we broke up right now, me and Nervardia, I would argue to get Gus because he was my idea.
I would probably give you both the cats.
Okay, well, I figured that I would get that I would definitely get Salami, but I feel like I would have to argue with you for Gus a little bit. But
no, I mean,
I guess I'd probably.
Yeah, Gus was your idea, and I know that you would benefit from the company of the cats more than I would.
Nervardia says I'm not breaking up with her, which is understandable because I'm not. You're still my my hoe in my other area, my non-existent area code. That's how that works. I got hoes in different area codes, and I have one in a place that is non-existent, and that's Nervardia.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I wish we could just have her here.
I know
the actual Nervardia.
Yeah,
you're cool too, Nathan.
You're cool, but you're not cool enough that we didn't want to replace you with Meredith a little bit.
It could just be 4 people. I don't know where we'd get the last chair.
But then it would be 3 unholy bitches, and then this guy.
One regular bitch.
You deconverted, or at least stood by, one of the unholy bitches deconverted.
You helped.
Yeah,
No,
you
no.
helped deconvert one of the unholy bitches. That makes you an honorary unholy bitch. Which, by that logic, that Mormon boy that I dated, who's still Mormon, is an honorary unholy bitch.
An honorary unholy bitch. Honorary.
Life's
I don't know if that's what I would give out an honorary title for, because
There's gotta be some sort of honorary.
okay, because Nervardia deconverted from like being depressed whenever she was reading the Bible.
Have to give depression the title.
We'd have to give depression and the Bible honorary unholy bitch titles.
The Bible is responsible for so many deconversions, though. Like, you just sit there and read through it and realize that it's actually really fucked up.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm like an unholy bitch-in-law.
That makes sense since you're marrying unholy.
Yeah,
unholy.
You're only related by marriage. That makes sense. Ugh, I don't know why I'm like being sleepy all of a sudden.
Because we were up till like 3 a.m. yesterday.
No, we weren't.
It was like 2:30 by the time we went to bed.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh my.
You guys stood there for a while telling me to treat your apartment like shit. And then
yeah.
We literally
like sat Sarah down and we were like, now Sarah, you live here for the next 2 days.
Crossing their arms.
You can shit on our floor.
They both had their arms
and we
crossed
won't
and
be
they were
mad.
standing up, and I was sitting down, and I felt like my parents were lecturing me. It was great.
Oh, maybe I do need to go to bed. Oh my god. Why am I so yawny? It's bad.
You need caffeine.
No, I don't.
Then you need wine.
Yes, I need.
Where's...
Frustrated atheist. You are...
We need to come up with
You are an
Zumba.
You are an unholyite.
An unholyite. There we go.
Our friends and fans are unholyites. But you have to be subscribed to Nervardia and X-Cult Baby and Unholy Sarah in order to gain the title.
I just realized something. I'm the only one of the three of us who has my name in my username.
Yeah.
That never occurred to me before.
I mean, well, that is
it's
interesting.
Just
yeah. Wine can give me the sleepies. However, well, I like wine, so I'm going to drink it anyway. Basically, is how that goes.
Wine and cats.
What?
Wine and cats.
What's cats do? Make you sleepy?
No.
I like wine and cats. Yeah, I'm turning into a real Facebook mom.
You're turning into Jacqueline Glenn. You like wine, you like cats, and you're an atheist YouTuber. You guys are basically
I haven't seen a lot of Jacqueline Glenn.
I've been binge watching Jacqueline Glenn instead of doing studying.
I don't like her that much. It's not that I don't like her as a person. I've seen some of her videos that I was like, about.
There are things I don't like about her, but I like her videos.
Yeah, I feel like, because I watched a lot of Jacqueline Glenn too. I feel like there are some times where she's like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, maybe it's like, there are times, I don't know, because I think she's very entertaining.
She gives me an anti-SJW vibe.
I think that's it. But I guess I don't want to hold that against her.
I guess I'm not an SJW either. Like, I don't consider myself a social justice warrior. I won't, fight bigotry wherever I see it, because frankly, that's exhausting. Because there's too much.
I think...
But...
Sometimes it's just straight up unsafe.
Yeah.
You have to find
sometimes you just have to, shut up and sit down and be like, damn, that sucks. I'm probably going to avoid that person.
I think she's one of those people where, when the SJW movement was happening, her views of what SJWs were was, the extreme, and so... She kind of was anti-SJW then, but really sided with, the general SJW movement that was just hey, maybe trans people could be treated like human beings and call them by the proper pronouns and stuff. And all that
Atheist
stuff.
News you and I should get together and figure out how to turn different I don't know, social classes into fantasy warrior classes. Because social justice warrior should definitely be a fantasy class. But we need to make up more. Like, what would the tanks be? Boomers? I don't know. But boomer would be a class, right? Come on.
Boomer sounds like... See, Boomer sounds like kind of like the explosives guy, like an alchemist that just throws...
Yeah, but it's a class. It's gotta be a class.
But as far as, like, the mentality goes, I don't feel like that's appropriate, but I might be wrong.
I don't know. We'll have to come up with some more. And then there's one that's just Karen, you know? Yeah, we've got to come up with... We got to come up with some of these.
Karen is the high intimidation.
Is what? Oh,
High
yeah,
intimidation.
she would have high intimidation. We have to come up with this now. Now we're going to take some time after this, and we'll just release it to our patrons. They'll get in on it. The rest of you will just have to become our patrons.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
We need to make fantasy classes
Oh, what?
for, like, Dungeons and Dragons and stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking about some sort of video game. And it was...
I mean, it could
Oh,
apply
so
to an
confused.
RPG game if you were
Yeah.
making the RPG game, but
I
usually
haven't played
D&D is
D&D in
a
so
safe
long.
bet.
But if
to
you have-
universally-
If you have high intimidation, you can take down a boomer class just by saying, okay, boomer. And if you have high enough intimidation and they have, like, low constitution or something like that, then just okay, boomer will be the thing that takes them out. That, like, if they're trying to dodge and they get, like, a critical fail, it's just okay, boomer, and then they're just down. That's what I think should happen. And we're gonna have to play this game now. Like, we're gonna have to actually make a whole campaign out of this idea. Thank you, Atheist News, for that brilliant idea. Yes, I have played Dungeons and Dragons before. The only time I've ever been blackout drunk was when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons once. So
Dungeons and Dragons is fun.
it is.
Mhm.
The people we play with live 2 hours away,
Oh,
so we haven't been in, like, forever.
the people we play with live 3 or 4 hours away.
Yes, suck on that.
Um,
Awkward silence now. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
what
always
if I don't
so
like
difficult
sucking
to
on
find.
things?
It's
She does, just so you know.
Alright, yeah, you can tell them all that.
What?
because there's like 4 DMs in the whole country.
Julie is a DM. We need to get together a little atheist group
Julia.
to play D&D.
Oh, Julie. Oh, I thought you were talking about Julie, and you said Julia.
Oh, I said Julie. Did I say?
You did say Julie?
I said
think you said
Julie.
Do we mean Julie? That Julie?
Yes.
Okay.
I said Julie, then I said
Julie, where do you live? You live in, like, Memphis, right? I'm sorry.
I just so
Just, like,
frustrated in the chat.
general area. Okay, what?
Read this.
If God doesn't exist, explain why it burns when I pee. Checkmate, atheist.
God fucking
Yeah,
damn
Memphis.
it.
That's a good point. I can't explain that.
You need to change your username to frustrating atheist instead of frustrated atheist because the rest of us are really frustrated right now.
Well,
Oh,
this is fun.
This is fun. This is fun. There are ways of playing D&D online. I haven't looked into it very much.
I think there's a group with, like, Godless Cranium and a bunch of people.
Really?
I think so.
We really do need to get on that. For real.
I feel so left out of this group that
What do you
has no
mean?
reason to believe that I exist.
What are you talking about? Oh.
Because they don't know who I am. But I still feel like, ooh. I wish
You
I
would
were part of
obviously
that.
be involved.
No, I'm talking about, like, part of me is like, why wasn't I invited? But most of me is like, there's a good reason I wasn't invited. It's because none of those people probably have ever heard of me.
That's fair, but that's why you need to hurry up and make video for my channel.
Oh, Beam Upsville plays with Godless Cranium. I said that right? The entire live stream with you, I avoided saying your name because as many times as I practiced it in the mirror, I could
You
not pronounce
practiced it
Yes!
in the mirror?
I did.
That's so cute.
I wanted to get...
You're so cute. Ugh. You guys don't even know how fucking privileged I am right now. Sarah's adorable, you guys.
So are you.
Oh, no, you.
We've had this conversation. We can both be adorable. It is possible.
But 2 against 1 that you're adorable.
That's true. So you can't not be adorable. Do you guys think that X-Cult Baby is adorable?
Vote.
Vote.
It's time to vote.
Yes.
Vote
Who
for
is
X-Cult
more
Baby.
adorable?
Not who's more adorable.
Oh, wait, I guess... No, that wasn't... You're right, that wasn't the question. It was just whether or not... You're right.
We're not going to make them pick favorites. What's wrong with you?
I wasn't trying to pit us against each other. That wasn't what I meant. I realized after I said it, wait a minute, that wasn't even the question. That wasn't even the question. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be pitted against you. I promise.
Okay, we get
That
it.
was not my goal at all.
But yes, you are adorable. Y'all, you're all. I just made that y'all. Y'all pretty adorable. So adorbs. X-Cult Baby is so adorable.
Everybody tell
Adorable.
Nathan that he's adorable too, because he
Nathan,
is.
you are adorable.
Well, thank
He is. You should see him when he's being all mushy.
From what you
It's
tell me, it's
disgusting.
sickening. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's adorable to me. But it's disgusting to
It
anybody
makes
who's
me
actually watching.
Slightly jealous because my boyfriend never gets all mushy like that.
Oh.
I can't reach that.
we're the kind of couple that if somebody saw the way we acted to each other, you'd be like, "Ugh."
Like
Not like
So
Oh,
Connor
but
and I,
like-
but in a completely different way.
it's like
you
weird.
are now fake marrow, Nathan. You've been now dubbed. So I know that your preferred username is Paraskeptic, but your alternative alias is fake marrow. That's just it now. You are in fact Nervardia's doppelganger. Because I don't see a difference.
I was trying to hide behind your wine glass.
What?
When you were holding your wine glass like that, I was just like, hiding
You guys want to
my
see
face.
Sarah's silly face through my wine glass?
I can change my Twitter name to that if the original Marrow is comfortable with that.
to
For the
fake marrow?
To fake Marrow.
Hey, quick question: is Nacha in the chat? Nacha,
I haven't
witness.
seen him.
He's been brought
What
up in the chat.
shit,
Oh,
Nacha?
alias fake Dave is here. Good. Yes, alias fake marrow. So you can just make it like a butchering of 3 other people's usernames, basically.
Oh, and I open up my scheduling app for work.
God, no,
Uh,
right now.
I'm glad
you
there's
are.
so many cool people in the chat right now. Thank you guys for coming to this. We had no plan. We're just sitting here bullshitting. Oh, Nacha's at work.
That's so lame.
Why? First
How
of all, if
dare he?
Australia isn't even real,
Why does he have to have a job?
why does he have a job?
Yeah.
He's not paying rent. The government, he's a government shill, right?
Yeah, the
So
government's paying him to lie about where he lives.
He must be busy lying.
He must be, yeah. He's gotta
He's busy
do all
lying
the lying.
to
Pay for the lying.
talking about Australia. Yeah. Wait, I don't actually understand. I know that this is like a meme, but like, why do flat earthers think that Australia isn't real?
Because it's because it's on like the other side of the Earth, which by the flat Earth model, I guess doesn't exist. I don't know, but that sounds like
Flat earthers are
for the
fun.
probably along the same logic as Christians who don't believe dinosaurs exist.
Yeah.
Like, you know that like there's reason to believe it, but if you haven't seen any dinosaur bones or like if you haven't really gone out to look for it, then
You can
and you
just be
already
like,
have
it's
flawed
not
thinking,
real.
yeah, you could just be like, well, clearly it's a conspiracy because I have not had any Australians personally find me
Well,
and bring me to Australia in a way that would make me know for certain that I went around a curved Earth to a different country until I, against my will, have that exact experience. I'm just not going to believe it. Because there's always, if I get on a plane, I don't know that I went around a curved Earth. I don't know that I went
so
to a
you
different
need
country.
to become a pilot, actually, and then fly your own plane that you built to Australia.
No, you just need to drive there in a car.
And not use GPS because the government can hack your GPS. You have to have built the plane yourself to make sure there's no anything. And then fly it yourself to Australia, and then you land, and you go around, and, there's koalas, there's kangaroos, there's wallabies, and then someone says good day, and then you're like, oh my god, the earth isn't flat, you guys. The earth isn't flat. Holy shit.
You just have to come up with a new flat earth model.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's like a dome.
You mean like in the Bible?
Well, now it's actually a flat earth, but the earth is a disc that's on a globe.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I can't believe that I ever thought that, the firmament meant anything else other than what it clearly looks like it means in the Bible. I remember that my mom used to explain it to me the firmament was all the water was in the air, in the atmosphere, and then when the flood happened, all that water was released onto Earth, and there weren't oceans before that. And I was even at the time, I was that kind of sounds like bullshit, but I don't really know enough about it to tell you that you're wrong. And what else could that possibly mean? The firmament's holding up the waters. What else could that possibly mean except that there were no oceans until the flood happened? And then I guess that water filled the oceans, and then after that, some of the water evaporated to make the water cycle, and before that, there just weren't oceans. I have no idea how the fuck that she thought that.
I mean, sounds perfectly logical to me.
So people believe that that abiogenesis couldn't have happened because an oxygen-rich atmosphere isn't ideal to create life, which isn't even the case that the early atmosphere was like that. But then turn around and be like, yeah, but for hundreds of years, plants and animals and humans all lived without water.
Not to say that there was no water, just that the ocean.
There wasn't any large.
I guess.
I guess that streams, but I don't know. I feel like there's too many water sources that drain to the ocean.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. But if you're trying, what?
A Fox newscaster who, first of all, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but apparently doesn't believe in germs and hasn't washed his hands in 10 years.
I saw that headline or the thing about that, but I didn't know if that was true or not. But I thought
it sounds like clickbait. But also,
I guess I couldn't
it's
believe
clickbait,
it,
but I would believe.
Yeah,
I would have to. I'd have to confirm it. But man, that sounds right.
That's like most Trump tweets too.
Fake marrow.
Ooh, that sounds like something a parody account would do. But you know, every time I check it, it's not. Except for twice.
He gets home from his job as a waiter, and you make him your personal waiter.
He is, first of all, I didn't ask him to do anything. I just handed him the glass, and he's going to refill it. I didn't say anything to him,
Fair enough.
Second of all, he wasn't a waiter today. He was the manager/bartender. So, okay, I guess he is getting
any waiting.
But on Sundays, we can only serve beer. So he hasn't poured wine at all today. So there you go.
You must miss it so much.
I didn't train him. That wasn't my intention at all. I was going to ask him verbally and say, please, can you get me some wine? Or please, can you refill my glass? And the only reason I was asking him was because he was over there and closer to the door, and I would have to climb over you guys to get out of the room.
And I'm sure you just, figured. I'm not saying
I want to make it clear. I was going to ask you, but you were literally getting up and walking out the door as you were talking. So by the time you finished your sentence, you were almost all the way out the door already with my wine glass. I was going to ask, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
You could ask now.
Nathan, would you please get me some more wine?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you, though. Seriously. Mm-hmm. I appreciate that I didn't even have to ask, but at the same time, I want to say I did intend to ask. He's not my slave. Okay?
Thank you.
I'm just saying.
You guys are cute.
Thank you. Now I feel really bad, because it did look like I just have him trained like a dog, but that was... I can't justify... I already did all the explaining.
Connor does it to me all the time. Just hands me shit and expects me to know what to do with it. Just go in the trash, just go in the sink, just go in the fridge. I don't fucking know.
And you're just standing there with it
Anyone
What do I do with
ask
this?
to make a grunting sound again? Not always. Sometimes he's like. He's watching this. And we're gonna have a fight now.
No, you
No.
won't have a fight.
No, he knows.
You won't have a fight about it. It's fine.
We fight about much stupider stuff than that.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, seriously.
When we first started fighting, not when we first started dating, but when we got into a relationship to the point where we started fighting, it was about dumb shit. It was about the stupidest little fucking things.
Always is.
It was never about, important stuff. Now we pretty much go back and forth between, having serious discussions about important things that sometimes our feelings get hurt and blah, 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 blah. But then we'll go right back to some dumb shit. And then we turn around and immediately are like, I'm sorry that we wasted our time fighting about this. And it's usually me that has to make that apology.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm usually the one that's like, I'm sorry I wasted our time fighting about some dumb shit.
I've been actively working on trying to be more constructive during arguments and fights and stuff. You don't gotta make big leaps and be all extra angry and stuff. That's something I've been working on in therapy.
B-Mills needs you over at his place for a beer in about 20 minutes.
I don't think I can see that. Where is that?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Apparently I'm being canceled by Frustrated, which is understandable, because that looked pretty bad. In hindsight, that looked pretty bad.
Well,
I'm not even gonna lie.
If I
I'm
stay
sorry.
friends with you after you're canceled.
It depends on how extreme our viewers are.
I mean, some people would say just being an atheist is pretty extreme.
Just being an atheist, canceled.
It's because now you're in a different cult.
Oh, yeah.
Cult of
Oh,
one.
my God. I hate that comment. Ugh. Because for some reason, the people that apparently watch my channel that aren't already atheists are either ex-Jehovah's Witnesses. I get atheists, I get ex-Jehovah's Witnesses who are sometimes also atheists, and then I get random other Christians that are just like, well, it's great that you got out of that cult, but why did you lose sight of Jesus? And it's like, ugh.
The church I used to attend when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, has a cult page. It's like a website where they're calling out the church for being a cult. And you click on it, and we have a hive mind, so yes, cancel Unholy Hangout. Okay. But anyway, you read through it, one of the things they're complaining about is that their cult mentality is driving people away from Jesus. And I was like, this was so good until I saw that.
But you know what? Frankly, if you believe in the whole Jesus thing and you think that shit is real, you should not have to use cult tactics.
You really shouldn't.
You shouldn't be, I really am way more okay with mainstream Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not using manipulative, culty tactics to keep people in, if you really think about it's the love of Christ or your relationship with Jesus, and if that matters more to you than all the legalism and all the this and the that and all the rules, that is a vast improvement still. It's still not a completely sound logic, but it is a vast improvement from being in a cult.
To be clear, though, that church I went to was a cult. It met a lot of, from what I understand of the bite model,
yeah,
it met a lot of the markers.
I need to compare the church that, I'm trying to think of a good way to address it, because I usually just refer to it by somebody. All right, my old boss's church, because when I first deconverted, my boss, it was a very close-knit environment. It wasn't just my boss heard me say I'm an atheist. He's like, okay, well, I got to change that or you're fired kind of thing. But we were all real close. And everybody that I worked with went to the same church except for one person. And so they all encouraged me to go. And it was, I haven't compared it to the bite model. But
it was pretty culty.
There were 8 kids in the church. All of them were homeschooled, which is
definitely not a good sign.
The only couple I know that got married that grew up in that church had not kissed until their wedding.
My old church believed that way too.
And I don't think those two things alone make it a cult.
Even the witnesses aren't that bad. They will kiss after they're engaged and are pretty close to
Holy bitches for the uncanceled. Wait, what were first two. I saw 3. 3 was like Civil War.
Yeah.
But what were the first?
You know what's funny, Julie? Actually, the place where we work is owned by his family, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it is a food place. Like, they serve a lot of different things, but they serve food among other things. So it's kind of a restaurant. It's not really meant for just like dining. The menu's really small, but whatever.
Really good food, though.
It is good food. Thank you. I'm glad. But originally they weren't going to be open on Sundays at all. When we first opened the place up, we weren't going to be open on Sundays. Fortunately, the two of us atheists were like, why wouldn't we be open on Sundays? What? We'll work on Sundays. If we're the only people that are going to work on Sundays, that's fine, as long as we're not open super long, so we don't have to be there, for a double every single time. But yeah, the only reason that the place where we work is open on Sundays is because Nathan is an atheist, basically. Because he was like, hello, we're losing a huge opportunity here by being closed one day of the week. There's no reason to do this except that y'all want to go to church, so I guess I'm just going to do it. So, yeah, that's actually a thing, Julie, that has been done. I don't know if you did that at your old job, though, where you were talking to
I can't remember if we were open on Sundays or not, to be honest.
So how did you end up deconverting? I've heard absolutely none of your deconversion stories.
Let's get this out
It's
here.
actually kind of a funny story. So it was at my other job that invited me to this church.
Sorry, real quick, we should take the Novardia mask off just so people are sure
yeah.
who's telling the deconversion.
So I'm
this
not
is not
Novardia.
about
Now, anyway.
What?
It's
Surprise.
like magic! She magically transformed into your fiance!
No.
Novardia might be back later. We'll see.
We'll see,
Okay.
hopefully.
But so I
Atheist news coming out with all these fucking
Fake
movies.
mirror versus mirror. I missed 5.
5 was open on Sundays.
Okay, let's
So-
hear Nathan's story.
Sorry.
I was like one of those like I don't say like one of those kinds of Christians like it's a bad thing. Like I was just like I believed because I had never really thought about it, and people had asked me some questions that if I didn't know an apologetic, I assumed that there was one that I just didn't know. Like that was kind of my mindset. I was like, there's enough Christians in the world that my guess is that if I'm wrong, somebody knows.
That was my thinking on a lot of the tough questions that I never voiced out loud. Was just like, somebody knows the answer to this.
But then I got invited to this church that I was talking about earlier.
The really culty one?
Yeah, because they wanted me to join there specifically.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know, that seems really extreme to me because they were like very anti-homosexuality. They were very like anti-abortion. And like, yeah, they were just, it was a very negative church in general too. Like they did not preach a lot of positivity other than when it was like, but Jesus saves us from all these horrible things. The world is terrible, but we are great. It was like,
yeah, that's a very strong cult mentality.
and it was also like an 8-hour service, and they have it like 3 or 4 times a week. It was really
Wait,
like,
Oh my god!
it was 6 to 2. So what's that time? Or no, I'm sorry, it was 8 to 2. So it was a 6-hour service.
That's
right?
still way too long. Wait,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's a 6-hour service.
That's awful.
And then they have
Holy
another
shit.
one Wednesday evenings.
We should
Nathan,
be
you
back
should check
up.
your-
Are we back?
Are
we
no.
back?
I did the wrong profile when I was in the live chat.
Are we
I guess
back?
It's not the end of the world. People know my name.
Are we back? We're
Oh.
back. Hey!
Are we back?
Sorry about that.
X-Cult Baby accidentally pressed the power switch with her.
Yeah, the power strip that we have all our computer shit plugged into, the kill switch is just right under where my toe is. So I just accidentally completely disconnected the power from my computer, and I'm
Did
sorry.
you want to make that?
I'm
like,
so sorry,
small
you
again?
guys. But we're back! Yay! So, yeah. Okay, I kind of want to go back through the chat and see what kind of dumb shit you guys were saying
Did you want to?
while I was gone.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay.
let's
There you go.
Yeah, I did. I did it. I
just
did.
didn't know
I
if-
done did
I'm
it.
sorry. I just
Okay.
want you to look as beautiful on the
Okay.
stream as you do.
Let's
in
see
real
what
life.
you guys said as soon as we went off.
F respect, of course.
Thank Thank you, alias fake name for the F.
Rutrow.
I blame pagans.
You should.
Oh.
That story was just too powerful for the interwests. Let's see. Maybe Nathan shouldn't have gotten her more wine. You might be right. Stop, you guys. It was not the wine.
It might have been the wine.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Nathan, why don't you continue with your story?
I don't know
Right,
who you
so-
were.
I'm gonna keep my
I go to
feet
this
way
church.
over here.
It's really culty.
Mhm.
And they're like, so I say, yeah, I don't like these things about the church, and I don't think I want to attend more services. And they're like, listen, we talk about what the Bible says, and you know that the Bible says these things. And I was like, yeah, I guess the Bible does say some shit about gay people, and I don't necessarily agree with it. And they were like, well, you need to think really hard about what you believe. And so I did. And I did not come
that
to
was-
it. I like,
You thought really hard about what you believed, and you were like, this shit don't add up.
Yeah. And not even just on that point. It was just like,
If the
why do I believe in the first place? You know, once I started going back with the questions, it was like, yeah, why did I even accept this? Because my parents told me to. And then also, no, that's it. And so I thought about it, and I was like, okay,
So
I guess
you-
that's it.
Okay. I gotta say this. I probably only deconverted because of the people around me. Well, not only, obviously. I have my own brain. But, Nathan, for example, he was an influence on me because he asked me a lot of tough questions. He got me to think about these things. And, you know, you watched atheist YouTube, so therefore I was exposed to it. We have that resource that helped, or at least I had that resource that helped me out. And you just kind of were like, nah, this shit doesn't add up. And that's cool. Like, I don't know why that's more impressive to me. Because I had a bunch of people being like, does this add up? And I was like, I guess you're right. But you had to do that yourself.
But I will say, I didn't have as much of a negative impression on non-believers as I feel like you probably were raised with. I didn't realize how negative, like, how much people didn't like atheists until I came out. Because
I didn't.
my parents,
Okay, but I didn't either. I didn't have
That's
any
fair.
particular hatred for atheists.
Mhm.
but you knew that there was already some level, like, in the community you grew up in, there was already some level of, like, those people don't have morals, you know.
But there really wasn't in mine. Like,
It
I
wasn't in mine either.
Yeah.
They just like pitied the atheists because they didn't have God.
right.
Because God's just.
But that's
so-
still
But
like-
they but I never heard
ooh,
anything
that's a worse
specifically that
life.
was like.
Mhm. Yeah. But
First of all, frustrated atheist, you already did Unholy Bitches 9. It was the end ? So this is Unholy Bitches 10, the resurrection. Just saying. Anyways, what were we talking about? Sorry, I'm way too invested
your
in the live
community
chat.
was more
Yeah.
positive towards atheists.
Well,
than-
I'm not even gonna say positive. I'm gonna
Less
say they weren't. They didn't. I never got a specifically negative impression of atheists.
Mm.
In fact, personally, I kind of was like, honestly, if I wasn't a Jehovah's Witness, I'd probably be an atheist. And what I really meant by that was I would be, you know, not affiliated with any particular religion. I didn't really think that I would not believe in a God, because I guess I didn't understand what an atheist was. Like, it wasn't like I didn't understand that they don't believe in God, but I didn't understand the reasoning was more than just, you know, religion seems like it sucks, so I'm not going to follow one.
You know what stands out to me is that when I was religious, I thought that atheism was like the default. And then, like, you know, the whole persecuted Christian and, like, there's not very many Christians thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get out of it and you realize, no, atheism is definitely not the default. I mean, it's like the default, like, but most people are not atheists. It's like,
Yeah, most people are not atheists. I didn't think of most people as atheists as a Christian. I thought of most people as being religious, and when I met someone who was an atheist, I was like, oh, like, in my mind, I had a fairly accurate kind of idea of the different religious demographics around me. Like, it was fairly accurate. Like, I knew a lot of white nerdy dudes who were atheists. I knew a lot of gays who were atheists. But other than that, for the most part, I assumed that people had at least some spiritual connection or ideas, if not, a religion. But and of those people who had some sort of spiritual belief or religious belief, most of them were probably Christian.
Atheist News, you can go ahead and write the Unholy Bitches fanfic. I trust you with that.
You know what? So do I.
I wouldn't trust most people with that. But I trust Atheist News with it.
Yeah.
I'll just make it about Jeopardy or something. I'm sorry, that was so stupid.
He should just read it out on his channel.
Yeah.
I think that he should. For the record, Unholy Sarah is drinking water. We should check our Twitter.
From dead.
Oh no, I'm afraid.
Oh
no, what's happening on Twitter? What is it? What are you doing?
What is it? I'm still loading. What? I don't get it.
Cause it cut out.
Oh. I see.
Yeah, again, I'm gonna say the same joke I made earlier. Frustrated should change his name to Frustrating. I said it.
All us.
I said it.
No, actually.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sure you frustrate people.
It is an out of context quote, and but it definitely makes it sound like we're shooting a porno together. All three of us. It's fun. It's hilarious. Connor,
I promise, Connor. We had a really hard stop in the car yesterday, and I literally was worried that the seatbelt might have bruised my neck. And Xscope Baby's like, "Oh, just tell Connor I gave you a hickey."
Yeah, because we were driving, and then, we were driving at night, and then there was a deer, so there was, it wasn't, like, right in front of the car, but it was next to the road. So it was enough to make, Jay go, like, I'm gonna slow the fuck down right now, and then...
Better safe than sorry, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I definitely would rather you have a suspicious neck bruise than, like, die.
Yeah.
In a car accident. That's not funny. Yeah.
Frustrating. Connor, suck it. Xcode.
It's a quote. I said it. I'm not taking it back.
Connor,
you can suck it.
Connor, text me if you're still watching this. I'm curious.
Yeah.
If you just...
He better be watching this. Does he watch my channel?
When I watch it.
Connor, come on. Come on.
He's like, the only time he watches atheist YouTube really at all is when I'm watching it. So like, it's like he knows Telltale as the guy who draws things, and like I'll talk to him about Rose sometimes, and I'll be like, okay, it's the girlfriend of the guy who draws things.
The girlfriend of the guy who draws things. Her.
Not even gonna. Apparently, Telltale's girlfriend and I have like a common ancestor from the Mayflower, so we're like distant relatives. But that's not how
cool.
I'm gonna refer to her as.
You're not gonna refer to her as mysterious, distant relative, atheist
so
girl.
Much cooler.
You're gonna be.
But no,
yeah.
She's the girlfriend of the guy who
draws things
in his videos. We never finished watching today's Telltale video. We like
we
started
did
it and then like went and made dinner and then
that's because we had been sitting down watching TV for a while.
Oh yeah.
It's not that because it was Professor Stick was guest hosting sort of, and it looked really interesting. Mm-hmm. It's just that we were both really antsy, so we were like getting up and running around in circles, like, ooh, we need to do things.
Real quick, Navadio, you're right. Rose
is cool. She's nice.
She's great.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Now that my deconversion story is over,
I'm sorry. We forgot to
and
even
now
acknowledge
you love Rose.
Yeah. Yes. Nathan, say that Rose is cool.
Rose is cool.
Okay, so now your deconversion story.
By the way, it's not Nathan.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Fake Marrow.
Your
Marrow's-
fake Marrow's deconversion story is that the Bible gave you depression.
And then
That's the whole story.
No, the car accident was with the MLM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your deconversion story is just that the Bible gave you depression. That's it.
Novardia, your whole story is just so interesting.
But that's the sum up of it. That's all you really need. The Bible gave you depression. Just say it, fake Marrow.
The Bible gives me depression.
But only when you actually believe it.
Yeah. Ugh. And Jesus was your abusive lover.
Jesus was all of our abusive lover.
Jesus was my abusive lover.
This is weird. Just like telling him what this is weird.
It's true.
So neglectful. It's like he wasn't even there.
Except to tell you that you're not good enough.
You guys should all be jealous because I am getting married to the funniest person alive.
Second funniest. I'm dating the funniest person alive.
False.
They're both meme lords.
They are both meme lords. Fake Marrow's name in my phone is Meme Supreme. But Nervardia is also very funny. Do you remember that? It will live on in infamy. Probably one of her most popular videos is the one where she teamed up with herself
that was
for a video.
Great. I loved that. Back when she was Godless Strain.
Yeah. I feel like Godless Strain wasn't that hard to say, frankly. It was not that hard to say. Nervardia is harder to spell than Godless Strain is to say.
I've talked about Nervardia so much, though, that my phone knows the word. I just have to type in NER and my phone fills in the rest. Same with X-Cult, baby.
Aw.
You guys are my bitches and I love you both.
Aww.
In Nervardia, we need to go back to talking all the time because we haven't been talking as much for like 2 months and it's making me really sad.
Yeah. We have a group chat and it just has not been blowing up. It used to be blowing up, but now it's dead. You know what?
To fix this.
Yeah. We need to remedy that. We need to be in there all the time, even if it's just memes. We at least need to send each other memes every day.
Yeah, I send you memes all the time, so I'm just
not all the time.
Okay,
like very recently, we had a discussion where it was like, "Hey, if you have access to memes, you need to send them to me."
She needed a new meme dealer.
Yeah, I did because my other one is an ex-boyfriend, and he's like also busy with school. But I feel more comfortable bothering you.
I'm happy to be bothered by you.
Aw, I'm happy to be bothered by you.
Your shoulder just choked me.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, that's my thing. I'm into it.
Did you just DM me? Venals, did you just DM me that, or was it a long time ago and I just looked at it and forgot to respond? Because frankly, that's something I do often enough that, yeah, I hope that you did only just now DM me. Okay, good. Because if you had DM'd me ages ago and I didn't respond, I just hope you know that I was not ignoring you. I'm just extremely forgetful.
By the way, I was on Bill's channel, like, what was it, a couple weeks ago, and it was super fun. You should all go and watch that.
And apparently I'm going to be on there at some point soon.
And we've been on, I think we've both been on Atheist News channel, right?
We have. Well, first of all, we were both on there on Atheist Jeopardy.
At the same time,
Yeah, we were out there at the same time. Well, not really.
Zod said that it doesn't count as losing when you're, like, coerced into...
What does he know? What does he know? You know what I say in response to that? Okay, boomer. That's what I say in response to that. Fuck that guy. No, I'm just kidding. He's cool. He's cool. He's one of my faves. I'm totally joking. He's literally so funny. I look every Thursday. I'm looking forward to his videos because he's just so fucking funny.
I'm especially looking forward to his video this Thursday.
Oh yeah, you should definitely look forward to that video.
Definitely.
Because it may have a special guest that is someone of interest. You guys should look forward to that video coming out.
I'm collabing with Prophet Zod.
Yeah. You guys should watch. If you're not subscribed already and ready to see that video, you should be.
I'm so excited.
What kind of movies
was
do I
wondering
like?
who it could
What
be.
kind of movies do I like?
What kind of movies do you like?
You really liked Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, that's a good movie.
We
though.
watched that recently for the first time. Well, I watched it recently for the first time, and I thought it was fucking amazing. Like,
and you guys really like Marvel movies.
yes.
Avengers.
Mhm.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So I guess
They have a Thanos glove thing. It's the first thing I saw when I walked into the living room, and it's flipping you off.
yeah, we have it. It's the
It's
kind that you can
great.
kind of pose, and we have it posed like this. So
It's
That's
fantastic.
cool.
I love it.
But I also don't know how much you like the Marvel movies independent of me.
I
I watch
liked the
them, like,
Marvel
every
movies
day.
before you. Nathan is obsessed with the Marvel movies. I like the Marvel movies a lot, but he's literally obsessed.
Did you
That's
guys go and
different.
see
Yeah, I'm
Joker?
not going to deny that.
Yeah, we did.
saw
That was
It's a
great.
Big
good
opening.
movie.
That was
night.
fucking great.
I'm not usually that big on like Batman, Joker, that whole thing. But
Yeah, but I thought that since it was kind of independent of the other movies, that it would be like an interesting take,
Mhm.
and it was very good. I really enjoyed it. I
Yeah,
We're
thoroughly
going to see a
enjoyed.
lot more villain standalones in the coming years, I'm sure.
Oh,
Given
I'm sure.
Venom and
Harley
Joker's
Quinn and, like,
success.
Suicide
Yeah,
Squad,
well,
but
but here's the thing about Venom. I loved it.
I love
But
Venom.
the things that I liked about it were not the movie as a whole. It was solely the interactions between Eddie and Venom.
That's how most people
That was
felt, though.
it.
That's why it got such
Like,
terrible reviews,
everything
even though
else
it's
about
not
it was like, eh. But those parts were great, and those are the parts that I walked away remembering.
But it was still very successful.
Right.
Did I ever tell you that, since we were talking about like Batman stuff and whatnot, that I almost went and saw the Dark Knight opening in that infamous theater?
Are you serious?
I
You
did- I
almost
had-
went to that?
I had work the next day, so I didn't. But my dad's kind of weird and likes to go to like different theaters and stuff. So we went to like this one for Harry Potter. We went to a different one for, and he came home that night. And he's like, "Hey, this movie's coming out tonight. Do you want to go? I like this new theater in Aurora." And I was like, I would love to, but I have work tomorrow. And then he didn't go because I wasn't going.
So you could have been there during. Oh my
The
god!
next day, I realized life's too short and quit the job I hated because I was only 17. I didn't need the job.
But it saved
That's
your life.
terrifying.
I'm kidding.
Okay, let's
It's
just
not
drop
the real
Sarah real
logic I'm
quick
trying to present.
because she could have died in a movie theater.
There are times every single day where any of us could die.
Stop saying that.
Be careful and value your time that you have on this earth. And hug the people you love.
Oh.
I think I'm going to spend the entire day tomorrow doing nothing, to be honest.
Wait, what are you doing tomorrow?
Nothing.
I thought you were
Spooky
working
season is
tomorrow.
over.
I actually am. I'm working tomorrow.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking
And then
about?
I'm driving y'all to the airport.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna
Spooky
come back
season
and
is
do
over. Bitch, I'm spooky all year round.
I bought her that phone case.
Ex-cult baby is my sugar mama.
Yes. The thing about me is that if you become friends with me, you have to accept that I will buy you shit. Like a lot.
Frustrated atheist, I promise you will eventually die. You are not going to get this life alive. By the way, since you said that, you're now going to have all sorts of people hitting up your inbox like, hey, let's be friends.
You know what? I only spend as much money as I have, like, on hand, but I will spend it on my friends. That's just how I be.
No, Maya, that's no way to live. I mean, yeah, binge watch our videos if you want.
Oh,
But you
yeah.
gotta get
If you
out
watch
there
one of
and
our videos,
live.
keep watching them. It's good for the algorithm.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
But
Just
no,
watch one or two
She
at a time.
said,
It's fine.
stay in
put
the
on-
house, drink wine, binge Ex-Cult Baby, Unholy Sarah, and Neradia's videos, live forever.
Yeah,
that is
okay,
no
that's
way to
actually
live.
no, listen. That's actually a benefit of becoming an unholyite is that you
No, it's not.
How will you be able to prove it until one of our fans dies?
I will kill them. Is that what we're calling all our fans now? Unholyites?
Yes.
I'm down for
But
that.
only the trio. It has
Only
to be.
the trio.
They have to be subscribed to all of
All
us,
three of
or it
us.
doesn't count.
If you're subscribed to one of us, but not all three of us,
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? What are
Like,
you
I
doing?
know, obviously,
What
there
are
are
you
a lot
doing?
out there because you guys are both over 1,000 and I'm at like 680. So, like, what are all you...
What the fuck are y'all doing? You got okay. First of all, if you're watching this video and you're subscribed to me, but you're not subscribed to Sarah, you're tripping. Get over there. Her link is in the description
You
of
can
this
start
video.
watching
Do it
with
now.
our
And
first collab.
Nervardia. You need to also subscribe to Rivardia if you're not subscribed to her already.
So here's what you can do. You can start, on my channel at least, you can start with the collabs I did with X-Cult Baby about sex ed.
Right.
And then you can move on and watch stuff the three of us have done. And then
which is our Unholy Bitches live streams.
Yeah. And then you can go over to Navardia's channel and watch stuff with the two of us. Or you guys have you guys done any collabs?
We actually haven't yet. And now that you've said that, Marrow...
Hi.
We need to, not fake Marrow. Marrow, we need to have our own you and me collab. What are we doing? All the other Unholy Bitches have collabed with each other except you and me. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. We can make a video together, just the two of us. You and I. Okay, sorry.
That was great.
I'm glad that you guys went along with it. But yeah, that absolutely needs to happen. Frustrated Donuts, someone please!
You are not immortal.
Yeah.
I will prove it if I must. I mean, I got...
Atheist News wants to collab with Lucius. I want to see that collab.
I want to collab with Lucius.
Me too.
Yeah.
I just want to hold him.
I know.
He's so little.
Unless we go to Australia, we are never going to get the chance to hold
You're right. You know what that means? My next birthday present, next year, you're flying both of us to Australia.
To be honest, though, if we could make arrangements with David,
that's right. You do have at least one friend that lives in Australia already.
So I don't know what the cost of the plane ticket would be. Because that sounds like probably a scary amount. But we wouldn't probably have to pay for housing.
I've got like so many trips planned in the next like year and a half. I'm like getting stressed about it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show up to Faithless Forum. You're gonna have to show up to my wedding. You're gonna have to show up to your family's Christmas. Wild.
And I'm supposed to go to Colorado for my birthday over spring break.
Wild.
And I'm supposed to go to Massachusetts.
Isn't that where you were born?
This is supposed to be a surprise. My grandmother doesn't fucking watch this shit. I hope to God my grandmother doesn't watch it. But we're supposed to go out to surprise my grandmother for her 80th birthday.
You know what you guys should do? You guys, when her birthday comes around and my birthday comes around again, instead of getting us gifts, just donate to our PayPal so we can go to Australia.
Yeah, no kidding. My birthday's March 19th.
March 19th, and mine is November 4th, which already passed. So if you didn't give me a present already, late birthday present. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't. I'm joking.
I'm telling Sarah's grandma, all right, have fun finding her. You can tell Vovo, okay?
And Navardia's is April 5th, so you can also give to her PayPal to contribute to plane tickets. Or just, like, buy her something nice. Like, do that, too, also.
Does Navardia have a P.O. box? Navardia, do you have a P.O. box? I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think any of us have a P.O. box.
I attempted to get one, but I'm in a weird situation where our landlord is just kind of a family friend. So when our lease was up, she was just kind of like, we'll do it month to month. And apparently I needed 2 forms of ID to get a P.O. box. Mm-hmm. And one of the ones that they need is a lease. And I'm like, well, the lease that I'm on is technically expired, but my landlord is like, just keep paying rent and I don't give a shit. So...
Don't Armhead, please don't sell my grandma. I love both my grandmas. I never got to meet one of my grandpas or get to know the other one.
That means Atheist News currently owns your grandma.
Yeah, please don't sell my... Why do you own my grandma? This got so weird.
By the way, in Australia, they don't have P.O. boxes. They're actually OD because it's upside down.
Oh, you're right. It's an O lowercase d box because it's upside down. Ugh. This has devolved into madness.
But anyway, I can't have a P.O. box because I love you guys. I don't want you to know what town I live in. It's too small. If I lived in like LA or something, that'd be fine.
And realistically, you guys probably shouldn't know what town I'm in either, but like I've been pretty careless about my location, so at this point I'm like, If one of you shows up at my job and is like, "Are you X-Cult Baby?" and I'd be like, "Yeah, what the fuck do you want?"
You do not need to send me potatoes. My boyfriend's dad is literally a potato farmer.
Ooh,
I live
that's
in Idaho, for Christ's sake.
so. What you're saying is you got access to the potatoes.
Yes, so
You can
do
send
you.
me
Do you
some
have a grocery store?
I meant free ones.
Yeah, sometimes we get free potatoes.
I meant free ones, obviously.
Chris!
Chris is here.
Yay!
I threw my marker because I was so excited about you being here, Chris.
We love you, Chris. Why
Yes.
is Chris not modded?
Okay, hold on. I need to add a few more mods. You're a mod, and you're a mod, and you're a mod. The idea here is that if I add enough of you who I actually trust as mods now, when I'm famous, when I'm famous and I have too many people in the live chat for me to be able to mod anything on my own, there will already be pretty much guaranteed at least one or two of you in the live chat.
We're gonna get, all three of us Unholy Bitches, we're gonna get more famous than PewDiePie.
Maybe with the added up collective
Not
number
even
of subscribers.
close. If we're lucky, we'll get as famous as, like, GM Skeptic or, like, Zod or whatever. If we're very lucky.
That's not a matter of luck. That's a matter of, like,
Hard work.
I need to, like, get an actual background, maybe, instead of this junky-ass room.
I mean, you have a background where you film.
Yeah, that's true. I kind of have a background about our film.
Yeah,
But yeah, so Sarah commented to me today that she expected my apartment to be bigger, and that's because it seemed like the room where I film videos and the room... Good night, Chris. The room where I film videos and the room where I do live streams from are two different rooms. It is not. It's two desks directly next to each other, but the other one is situated so that you're only seeing the wall over here.
Like,
and
I can touch the other desk from where I'm sitting easily. I'm touching it right now.
It's, like, right here. And then... So this is the setup for where I do live streams, and literally, like, directly to my left is the setup where I film.
This is a really cool setup, by the way. You've got a really cool gaming setup.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we have dual monitors and everything. It's great. But, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also kind of inconvenient because I still have to film on this PC, because when I tried filming on the other PC that's over here, the video quality would turn out much worse. It would be all, like, it would drop a lot of frames.
That reminds me, I'll send some more money to
Oh, yes.
PC guy
But that's not necessarily going to be the case all the time.
Later.
Y'all are big and famous and whatnot. We're not monetized.
Yeah.
None of us are monetized.
I'm not even halfway to being monetized.
I'm saving up my Patreon money to go to Faithless Forum. I'm pretty sure the patrons are fine with that. Y'all are fine.
A
with
green
that.
screen, but in a different color? I'm confused as to why you would want a not green screen.
So that you can wear green shirts.
I guess.
I had a friend who was really into film when I was in high school. She, like, went to Denver School of the Arts for cinematography and everything. And she got a green screen once. And I was, like, always in, like, her little music videos and her little videos and everything. She got a green screen. She's like, you gotta come over so we can do this, but don't wear green. Totally forgotten word. I show up at the door and she gives me this look like,
you stupid.
She was so nice. She didn't want to say anything. But we were the same size, so I just bought one for her. So I felt like an idiot.
That is really funny, though. I remember when I was a Jehovah's Witness, my family was touring Bethel, which is like the compound. And we were touring the video department. And, which back then was much smaller because you didn't have... They were not producing videos at the mass quantity that they are today. Right? But the tour guide was all like, oh, do you guys know why we use a green screen? And little nerdy-ass me was like, because it's the furthest color from human skin. And he was like, you are the first person who has ever known the answer to that question that I've asked. And I was like...
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either.
I thought this was common knowledge because I learned it from fucking PBS. I figured it wasn't a secret.
How much time do you think I spent watching PBS growing up?
Okay,
I just
that's fair.
watched SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents. And
Okay,
Hannah
I
Montana.
didn't have cable, so that was all I could watch.
I had cable. Huh. I don't have cable now, though.
That's fair.
And my TV's smaller than yours, if that makes you feel better.
Nathan, when did we get that TV?
The one we have there?
Yeah.
I had it before I met you.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure.
It was my parents' TV when I was in high school. And then when we moved out of high school, the house we bought had a TV that was like kind of built into
Thank
the
you,
wall.
Frustrated. I watched the shit out of some Zaboomafoo. That was my favorite fucking show. I'm sorry, but that was like, I needed to comment on that. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
They also hated how long it takes to turn on.
Yeah.
We understand.
For some reason,
like 30 seconds
for some reason our TV takes like a whole minute to turn on once you press the button. Like you hear the click, but the screen doesn't actually turn on until like a full minute later. And I have done it so many times where I turned the TV on and I didn't hear the click, so then I pressed it again and accidentally turned it off before it even finished turning on. And then I wait like 5 minutes and then I'm like, I guess I turned the TV back off because I'm an idiot.
The TV is haunted. We need a paranormal investigator in here. Do
we need
anyone like that?
Do we know any paranormal investigators, Nathan? I mean, Fake Marrow, who's now Nathan.
Oh, yes.
You're a paranormal investigator.
I am.
Are you? Well, he used to be more, but like that's why his
Ghost didn't like me was the problem.
Yeah,
that's definitely.
He
it.
would
Did
go.
Did y'all see X-Coat Baby's Halloween live stream? It wasn't on Halloween, but it was close, and it was great. It was so fun.
I think it was fun, but I understand why people wouldn't want to watch it because it's like this is unusual, and it was definitely like there was nothing happening. Nothing happened.
But that's why it was
Apparently,
so fun.
the place we were investigating, according to, if anybody is familiar with the show Ghost Asylum, I actually performed at an event yesterday with one of the people that is on that show, and he said that the place we investigated had one of
No, we didn't investigate there. We played with a Ouija board there. On live stream.
That place, though, apparently had like the most intense, horrible like energy that he'd ever had. And then some guy who makes equipment for his team said that he investigated there and had the most terrifying experience he'd ever had.
And this is like a professional ghost investigator who said this. And we played with a fucking Ouija board there, and Nathan invited the ghost or demon or whatever was there to follow us home, and it did not happen. Nothing
that's
happened.
Why your TV's taking so long.
It's been taking so long, though.
Please read that Frustrated Atheist.
Okay, Frustrated Atheist. When there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call? Fake Marrow!
That was the best thing.
That was beautiful comment. Thank you. That was excellent. Oh, you guys in the chat are so brilliant. I love you guys.
Yeah, the best. The people we interact with online are just the fucking greatest.
Also, thank you, Junk Shop. I thought it was really cool, but it didn't get as many views as I thought it would. Like, I thought it was pretty fucking cool. Especially since it was my first live stream that I did from my phone. Which, again, could only have happened with 1,000 subscribers. So, you know.
You can't do it with less
Thank you, guys. Yeah, you can't live stream from your phone with less than 1,000 subs. And I could not have done that without being able to live stream from my phone. So, like, literally, I wouldn't have been able to make that video without all of my subscribers. So, you know, thank you. Frustrated. First of all, how dare you take so long? No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you for the sub.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking. Wow, I am just mean today. I'm accidentally mean. Because I'm joking, but at the same time, I realize that most of my jokes have been just saying really negative things and then turning around and saying I'm joking. So maybe I should lighten up my humor a little bit.
Maybe you're just mean-spirited. I love you. I love you positive or negative spirited.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Alcohol.
Okay, here's the thing about me and alcohol. I get real giggly, and I get real emotional, and I get real impulsive.
And kiss me on the cheek and leave a big purple kiss mark.
It was blue. I was wearing blue lipstick yesterday, not purple.
Were you? I thought it was purple.
No, but it was a purplish blue, but it wasn't like, it was definitely not a romantic kiss. It was like a grandma kiss. It was like, come here, baby.
It was a drunk friend kiss. For sure.
I forgot that happened until just now.
You have a lot to drink.
How
many rooms does your apartment have? Do you mean
this
how many
room,
bedrooms or how
that
many
room,
rooms?
the bedroom, and the kitchen. So
In the bathroom.
Oh yeah, in the bathroom. How did I forget we have a bathroom? There's the bathroom.
5 if you include the
That's
bathroom.
a news channel I'd watch. Sloppy grandma kiss from ex-co baby. News at 11.
Okay. You guys are making up my merch for me, so apparently I needed to get merch.
We need to get an Unholy Bitches merch store.
We do
You know
need
what?
an Unholy
We should,
Bitches merch store.
do that.
We
Mara, what do
should
you
actually,
think?
instead of having individual channel merch stores,
We need to just have
let's
an
just make a
Unholy-
collective one, and we can have
Do it.
some that are specific to each of our channels in the merch store. But
Let's do it. We'll talk about it later tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, not tonight, because when I'm done with this, I'm inviting some of my friends over to meet Sarah, and we will be drinking more wine.
I won't be.
She won't be
I can't
because,
drink.
yeah,
I have medication.
unfortunately, the medications that Sarah is on do not work super well with alcohol.
You also can't take them with NyQuil, so that whole week I was sick. I didn't take them,
Oof.
at all. And yeah, I'm still, getting back into the habit and stuff.
Ouch.
Purple grandmas are a limited market.
You know, maybe I'll start a makeup line, and I'll make my own purple lipstick, and I'll call it Purple Grandma.
And you can make it cruelty-free!
And it'll be cruelty-free, because why would I test it on animals? What does makeup even have to do with animals? Why does anybody test...
They test the chemicals on them.
So,
if someone's gonna get a chemical burn, it's an innocent little animal who has no idea what's going on instead of a person.
Why?
Because people are horrible.
Liability
Because
reasons.
can't you just do a little bit of it? Like a little dot of
person
it?
will
on your
sue.
hand or
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have
I'm not
to be
trying to
like...
defend them. I'm
It's not like
saying,
you're going to give somebody an acid
trying to
burn
save
all over their
money
body.
from that potential.
Whatever.
It's not like you're going to give somebody an acid burn all over their body. You just have to be like, boop. Does
There's
that
this-
burn? Nope. Okay.
Yeah, but why
Let's
would
move
you take
on.
your chances with a waiver when you could just torture an animal?
Okay. Oh, you know what? Atheist News is right. This suddenly took a very dark turn.
There's this I want to say vegan. No, hippie. There's this hippie girl who sits at my table in my philosophy class, and we were just talking about this and reasons for veganism and all that.
It's messed up.
She's convincing. She's a very convincing
Oh,
person. I don't want to stop eating chicken. but
Yeah.
she's convincing.
We tried to go vegetarian, or at least start to go vegetarian. We had we tried to be vegetarian one day of the week, and then 2 days of the week, and then we just went to meatless Mondays, and then we were just you know what? This is not practical for the living situation we're currently in. We don't live in a city where there are a lot of vegetarian food options that aren't just going to be not nutritious at all. If we lived in a bigger city, then maybe, because we would just have more options in general. Because even when we go out to eat, we would have plenty of options. But that is not the case right now.
You guys have more
around
than we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's barely anything still.
Well, the town I live in, you guys' town is a bit smaller than mine, but not by that much. And the town I live in is the smallest. I mean, the biggest around. I have to spend time with my family. Good night, Atheist News.
All right. Good
Give
night,
your
dude.
family kisses for us. Not
Please
weird
don't
kisses.
do that.
Not weird
Not
kisses.
from me. You can give them from Sarah, not from
Sweet,
me,
happy,
please.
innocent kisses.
Not from me.
Not
from
romantic
Sarah,
or
not from
sexual
me.
kisses.
Give them from me. Tell them that some dude named Nathan on the internet wants you to kiss
Say before you eat a woodpecker. I hate woodpeckers.
Okay.
They deserve to live in everything, but I also hate them. Because we had a woodpecker in my house when I was 12, and he kept me up all summer vacation.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Listen.
Platonic kiss after reading some Plato. What virtue?
So listen, you guys. I'm possibly beyond tipsy at this point. Possibly. And I really need to use the restroom. So I say, we've been going for an hour and a half.
And I also really have to pee.
Yeah, okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, we all have to pee. So
Okay.
it's time to end. That's really what the live stream ending point is. Does everybody have to pee? Yes? All right. It's over now, folks. Goodbye. Yeah. So, thank you all for coming. This has been a blast. I'm so glad that this happened. I'm glad that we're having a good time.
Now I
Yeah,
have
sorry,
to
alias
say-
fake name. Yeah. Now that we've reminded you of that urinating is a thing that exists, now you have to do it. It happens.
Everybody who's watching this needs to go to the bathroom immediately
Yeah.
after we start.
All
the
of you have
podcast.
to go.
Even if you just win, go back.
And Nathan, you have to change your username to Fake Marrow.
I did on Twitter.
Real
It's actually
Marrow says
alias
thank
fake
you.
marrow on Twitter right now.
That's so
Yeah.
perfect.
All right. Thank you guys
Stay
so
unholy.
much for being here. Yeah, do your thing. Do your thing.
I just did. Stay unholy, my friend.
Yep. And what do I say?
Go for yourself.
Oh, wait.
Oh my god! How far
This
back?
is X-Cult Baby reminding you to go free yourself and to stay very unholy.
Spare septic. Bye.